Hello, this is Bob Church, and on behalf of the BEA negotiation team, which also includes Lita Dvorak, Terry Lessard, Dan Hagan, Scott Hubbard, and Bob Abbey, I would like to take this opportunity to give a short update as to where we stand with contract negotiations. Before we begin, please make sure your building rep has personal contact information and check the beaworks.com website frequently to ensure you have the latest information. It is critical members attend the upcoming all-member meeting. The BSD and BEA negotiation teams met with a mediator in the hopes of reaching a one-year contract agreement for FY17. Unfortunately, we were unable to come to an agreement. Subsequently, the board imposed working conditions for FY17. Your attendance at the all-member meeting is critical. To review, as noted, when we negotiated our contract, we were told there would be little or no money for the first year of the 3-year contract. Subsequently, teachers received little in raises, but were promised in the next contract there would be an adjustment, or true-up. Unfortunately, even with double-digit budget increases, the board is unwilling to make the necessary adjustments as agreed to, subsequently breaking their promise and commitment of ensuring Burlington teacher compensation is in the middle of Chittenden County. The living contract language is located on Section 18.2, Part C, on page 38 of the contract. Estimates were made to where other districts would be in FY17, and both sides agreed that a truing up or adjustment may be necessary. This understanding is clearly written in the contract. When we signed the contract in November 2013, teacher salaries were 5th out of 9 in the region. As this slide depicts, Burlington teacher salaries are currently 6th out of 9 in the region. This slide represents our district as it compares to others in the county. Note the number of students, number on an IEP, 504, number of ELL. Note unduplicated revenues from local, state, and federal sources. It is clear Burlington residents have been very generous with their support of our schools. Based on state data, Burlington School District enjoys the highest revenue of any school district in Chittenden County. How can we be number 1 in revenues and have teacher salaries 6th out of 9? In the spring, Burlington voters yet again approved more money for our schools. But the board is saying they're out of money. We have had many colleagues depart in frustration, often to other area districts. In the fall of 2015, the school board posted a presentation entitled Teacher Contract Provision, which attempted to explain the approximate cost of the FY16 contract. We have asked repeatedly for an update to this slide showing FY17 data. We have had no response. I encourage you to look at the salary line. Teacher salaries were $27,824,000, which represented 35.04% of the $79,399,000 voter-approved budget. Voters approved a 5.79% increase of $4,597,000 for FY17, subsequently increasing the budget to $83,997,000. Our proposal of 3.25% plus a 1.05% regional adjustment, or true-up, would fulfill the promise made in 2013 and cost $29 million. It's important to note we also offered to increase health insurance co-pays to 16% and remove the living contract language moving forward. Note the projected cost of our proposal as a percent of the budget is nearly 0.5% lower than in FY16. Our proposal actually spends less as a percentage of the budget than in FY16, and this assumes no staff cuts. The board rejected this offer. Subsequently, we offered to accept the fact finder's recommendation of 3.25% and essentially hold all other issues such as insurance copay, tuition reimbursement, and STEP status quo for FY17. Note the neutral fact finder's reasoning for the 3.25% increase. Anything less would subject Burlington teachers to fall further behind. This slide depicts the cost associated with the fact finder's recommendation. Our proposal, which merely brings teacher compensation to the middle of area districts. In review, the BEA proposal, the fact finder's recommendation, the difference, $292,000 different. As we know, the board has imposed a 2.75% increase, which on paper may appear close to the fact finder's recommendation, but actually, due to the freezing of STEP, reduction in tuition reimbursement, and other cuts, this offer is substantially lower than that recommended by the fact finder. As noted, we've asked for an update to the cost of contract slide to show FY17 data, but have received no response. Subsequently, we're limited to analyzing salary data. Let's go out to the Burlington School District's website and check out the new line item budget. Okay, so if we go to the Burlington School District website and click on the FY17 line item budget and scroll down through the different budget items, there's 20 pages here, you'll notice that teacher salaries, line code 0101, salary, teachers, $18,244,734. If we go through this document and we look for those line items for teacher salaries, again, teacher salaries, 0101 salary teachers, $3,210,962. If we go through this document, we will see that teacher salaries for FY17 based on this latest information is $25,146,419. As we've learned, based on the latest Burlington School District line item budget, teacher salaries for FY17 are $25,146,000. Voter approved budget, teacher salaries as a percent of the FY17 budget. As noted, teacher salaries were 35.04% of the FY16 budget. Based on the most recent FY17 budget data, teacher salaries are $25,146,000, or 29.93% of the voter-approved budget. Teacher salaries will be reduced by $2,684,000. Yes, even the minions are confused. With dramatic increases in revenues, the percentage of budget allocated to teachers working directly with students is going down. Teacher salaries will be reduced by $2,684,000 for FY17. It's important to note the disclaimer included with the recently released line item budget. Quite astonishing considering the budget was approved this past spring. Where is the money going? We're not sure, but this cartoon depicting a national trend may offer an answer. Interestingly, the latest city report supports the notion depicted in the cartoon, as it indicates 1,307 people received some form of remuneration from the city schools. As noted, Burlington schools have approximately 400 teachers. In addition to not fulfilling the living contract language, the board is not keeping their promise related to the memo of understanding associated with elementary contract language. Lita Dvorak, Terry Lessard, Bob Abbey, and others have worked hard to address elementary issues. In speaking to community members, the Free Press Table interview, as well as other resources at the BEA Works website may help. Come to the all-member meeting. Thanks for watching. This is Bob Church, BEA Chief Negotiator.